Hello, welcome YouTube. Bearded Jester here, Bearded Jester Flips, or Bearded Flips, whatever you want to call me. I do have a new video for you, a little bit of a controversial one today. We are talking about eBay, right? A lot of people I watch on YouTube here lately have been saying eBay has side issues, and I'm not disagreeing with them. eBay does have side issues, but in my opinion, it's not only eBay's issue why your items are not selling. I do believe if you are picking good items and you are selling the right items, I do believe you could still sell on eBay and still have a high sell through rate. So I'm not going to call out any in particular stores or anything like that, but I did take one store. I'm not going to tell you what store it is. I picked out 60 other items. I did three different categories. I did some newly listed items that were in each category. I didn't pick out individual items to get the worst sell throughs. I literally just went down the list, picked out 20, chose a different section of this store, picked out 20, chose another section of this store, picked out 20. I did media, I did hats, and I did sports memorabilia. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put these items in, take a look at their sell through rates that I was able to find for some of the keywords that I put in, and then kind of see what the total sell through rates were for each category, and then break down from there what we got. So, without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it and kind of this is good practice. So if y'all want to practice along, you need to get good at looking up sell-through rates, right? This is a big component of our business, in my opinion, whenever you're first starting out, to learn what good items are, some different sell-through rates on different items, how to look up sell-through rates. You could do this on your phone, you could do this on your computer, wherever you want to kind of do it. I created this full spreadsheet here of what I'm kind of looking for. So we're taking basically, if we had a 50,000 item store, right, we did 45 items per day in a 30-day a week month. That's 1350 items sold an entire month. That would give your store approximately a 2.7 sell through rate on your entire store if you're only doing 40 items. If you did 80 items a day, then you'd be at a 4.8. So I kind of did just like a little graph here. Let me turn off my webcam so y'all could see the full graph. 1 second. So this is the full graph here. It goes all the way down to 4.8. Um, and you could just go all the way down, right? So if you, let's say you did, um, it would roughly be 147 items a day at 11.4% sell through rate on an entire store. So we're just going to kind of jump in here and go over some of these sell-through rates. So I'm just going to copy what I put in here. We're going to go to eBay. We're going to do search and search. So the first one is a Golden Platinum Volume CD. It looks like we had a sell-through on 20 used, and then we got sold items one. So we had 20 listed, one sold. That's a 5% sell through rate. Okay. And then we're going to have to refresh eBay every time we want to do this just to get a fresh look here. So we'll look at the next one. We have a Malaya Jackson Silent Night cassette tape. Looks like there's been 23 listed. Let's go down to sold. One one sold. So 23 listed, one sold. That's a 4.34% sell through rate. We're only going to do like the first 5 or 6 items of each category to get an idea here. So let's see. This is via UPC. So this is a Christmas treasure collection of favorites by various artists, CD, September 2001. So there is 8 used, and then 0 sold. So 8 used, 0 sold, 0% sell through. We're going to take a look at the next item. So the good thing with like media and stuff like that is you could just scan the barcode with your phone, and then you could easily get sell through rates with the barcode. So this one looks like this was a new listing. There's one new listed, and then let's go to solds. Looks like there was one sold. So that's 100% sell through. Not a bad item. So we'll do the top 10 of each category. Let's do this one. Oh, hold on. Let's actually start fresh. Okay, so this one was a new listing as well. So there's 27 new. Let's go down to solds. 0. 27 listed, 0 sold, 0% sell through. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, I needed to restart. So this is Baby Needs More Mozart. Looks like there's 6 used, 0, and then 0 sold. So there was actually 7 listed, 0 sold. I did this a little bit earlier in the day, so some of the numbers might be different. Whether or not some sold, whether or not some haven't, if there's been any changes in the particular listing itself. Um, we'll figure it out. This one's Kenny Loggins Leap of Faith CD. There's 1 listed, 0 sold, 1 0, 0% sell through. Let's look at this one. So this is a Clio lane gonna get through cassette. Looks like there's 3 used. Let's go to sold. There's 1 sold. So 3 1, that's a 33% sell through. And then the last one is the 10th item here. If y'all want, y'all could pause the video and y'all could look up some of these other ones if you want to. Let's see here, this other UPC. So I needed to start fresh. So the other UPC, let's take a look here. So there's 25 used. I think I went off of used. So this one is used. So there's 25 used. Let's go to sold. There is 4 that have sold. So that's a 16% sell through. So in total, just off of 20 of the newly listed items in this store, let's say their average sell through rate's a 10.18 average sell through just for 20 random items that I picked. I didn't pick the worst or the best. I just went down the list, did 20, 10.18, which is not a very good sell through rate. So let's say 10.18 is just not that good. Let's go take a look. So we have hats, which is the next category. So this was a hand eye logo hat. So hand eye logo, it looks like there's 4 that are used that are listed with hand eye logo, and it looks like 0 sold. I think I did I did snapback on this. I think I'm pretty sure I did snapback because there was some items that were not in the there were items that weren't hats, and I needed to do snapback to get the, yeah, so there was 2 and sold was 0. So either way, there's 3 0 0, still a 0%, whichever way you kind of cut it. HCG high caliber graphics hat. Let's take a look. So this one had 0 sold. Let's see how many were listed. What's going on? See, you have to kind of start fresh or it kind of acts up. So there's 1 listed, 0 sold. 1 listed, 0 sold, 0%. Let's take a look here on this next one. So this is SWHW ball cap. There's 1 listed. We'll go to sold. There's 0 sold. None sold. It says results. No exact matches found. So that means 0. 1 0 0. Let's take a look at Penske Racing hat. There's 0 sold. 4 used listed. And then there was 0 sold on this. So that's a 0% sell through. Let's look at Dur hat. Need to start fresh. Dur hat. We got 7 used. Let's go to sold. 0 sold. Sorry if y'all hear my daughter crying in the background. Let's start here with the Nether hat. We have US Open Oakmont hat, 2016 hat. So this one looks like there is approximately 379 used. Let's go to sold. 379.19. So that's about right. Actually, it looks like there was only 15 that sold. So even still, it's not going to change the percentage there that much. Um, let's see here. It would just make it a little worse. So with this, we have a Tommy Armour golf hat. This one's used, 27 used. Let's go down to sold. 7 sold used. So 27.7, 25.9%. Let's go to Under Armour. So I just kind of did this throughout the day while I had a little bit of spare time just to kind of get a feel for what this store was like, some of the items that they were listing, some of the sell-through rates. So this one is 539 used. Let's go to sold. This one is 206 sold, so 538, 207. It's a 38% sell-through rate. So y'all kind of get the gist here, right? So I went through, I did all these 20 hats. I did a total of 20 hats. The sell-through rate for the 20 hats was roughly 11.6, so 11.6015. So the sell-through for the 20 hats that I did was 11.16. So we'll go take a look at some of the sports memorabilia. The sports memorabilia did have hats. Had some slippers in here. Had some peanut banner flags, some seat cushions, some shirts. So it's just a kind of a mixture of different things. So let's take a look here. So if we put in Missouri Tigers hat adjustable, we had 67 sold, and then there were 743 listed. Hold on. Let me see here. So Missouri Tigers hat, let me start fresh. And then we did 743 used and then sold. Let's see here, 67. So that number is not. Oh, that was I did the wrong. Where am I at? Oh, 744.67.9. Yeah, so that's about right. So 744.67 with a 9% sell through. Let's look at Michigan State Spartans new era hat. And then we will take a look. Oh, I need to start fresh. Sorry, I'm kind of freaking out. I don't know why my daughter's crying. I need to go check on her. So we're only going to do a few more of these. So I have 127 used. And then let's see what our solds are. 20. So 127, 20. So it looks like there may have been some more that may be listed. Like I said, I did this a little bit earlier. It's not going to change the percentage much here. Let's take a look at St. Louis Cardinals hat. Adjustable. So there's 225 listed, or that's sold. There was, hold on, what is going on here? Yeah, 2,184 listed, 225 sold with a 10% sell through. I need to make sure that I'm refreshing to start off with just to show y'all. So yeah, 2,184, and then we'll go to solds. And then this one is 225. So I'm not going to go through that many more of these. Y'all kind of get where I'm going here. So the total sell through for the sports memorabilia came out to 12.46. So that had a little bit higher. So out of just 60 items, I didn't pick and choose. I just went down the list of the 60 items. It roughly came out to a total of 11.4% sell through, right? If they had a 50,000 item store, and they were hitting the 11.4 sell-through rate, they should essentially be selling 147 items a day in a 90-day time frame. If they were doing the average of their store sell-through rate, they should be doing roughly 147 items a day. Now, 11.4 in certain categories may be pretty hard to hit, may not be. You have to be pretty selective with your items to get 11.4. So, all in all, there is going to be complaining whenever you aren't getting the sales that you're used to. It's not just eBay's fault, it is dependent on the specific items that you are picking up. Um, it's also dependent on where the economy is going right now. We're in summer. We're getting to Q4, so Q4 it should start picking up for a lot of people. But also, if you're not picking up good items and you're just listing everything that you're getting, and your sell-through rates are slow, and everything else that's going on, a mixture of stuff, you're gonna sell less items. Not saying eBay doesn't have their issues. They have plenty of issues. I've experienced them myself. Um, But at the same time, I had to take ownership of my store and know that I'm not picking up the best items in my store either. And I haven't been hitting the sales that I think I should be hitting either, right? So, but whenever I take a look at some of the items that I have in my store, I'm like, oh man, I picked up these items, but the sell through isn't really that good on them, so I can't really be mad because eBay is showing my items, right? So if I come up here to my store and I take a look, eBay is clearly selling like showing my items to people. It is my job to get them to buy it, right? Via my pictures, via my description. Like I would say I was down here around 56,000 impressions and then it started kicking up, so they are clearly showing my items, right? So if they're showing my items on the screen, that's not people clicking on it, right? They have at least 93,000 impressions of my item on their feeds that they are showing people. My item has been seen by somebody, only 306 item views, and I only sold 4 of those items, then that's saying either my item's not that good, my description wasn't that good, my pictures weren't that good. I'm not capturing those sellers or them buyers with the items I'm selling. So I just need to get better at selling items, taking pictures, improving my processes, and my sales will increase over time. So just if you hear something, do a little bit of research, look into the situation. It's not only just eBay's fault. There are multiple factors that go into this. I just wanted to keep an open mind on stuff like that. Like I said, it's a little bit of a controversial topic. I may get some flack on this, but this is just my take on eBay and stuff like that. There are tons of people succeeding, tons of people that have high sell-through rates. It just depends on the items you're listing. Not only on the items, it does depend on eBay as well. Um, yeah, so this is just kind of something I wanted to discuss, get y'all's take on it. Like I said, I'm not really going to discuss the person's store that I use. I'm sure y'all could guess who it is. Um, but yeah, keep it cool. If y'all don't mind, like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts on the subject. I'm sure people are having issues. I'm not saying eBay doesn't have its issues, but it's not just eBay's fault either. So, and I'm not trying to advocate for eBay either. Like, I'm advocating for hard work, persistence, and education and improving your store. So, with that being said, y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all in the next video, okay?